Welcome to Ultimate DIY, where you learn to be your own handyman. Today, we're going to do a quick tool review, and this is a very unusual tool for me because I usually will review things like power tools, hand tools, you know, paint sprayers, all of those things. But this is a computerized sewing machine. This computerized sewing machine does an awful lot. It does up to 200 different stitches, all by the push of a button. But we're going to cover the basics in this a little bit, kind of what you're going to get with the system. But the thing that I really want to cover is how to put the thread through the needle, per se, the automatic needle threader, which everywhere I look, that seems to be the problem people have. No one actually shows you how to do that. So I'm going to show you step by step how to do it. And then I'll tell you at the end what I really think about the unit. So, as a DIYer, why do you need something like this? Well, first of all, it depends on what your DIY is. If you're making clothes, if you're making crafts, this is great. But if you're, say, in the automotive industry and you're having to work on fabric, you need a great sewing machine. And this is awesome. With all of the preset buttons on it, I can push a button. I can make letters. I can make all kinds of custom stitches. I can make it look really great. This will work on things from delicate fabrics like silk and cotton, all the way through denim and heavy, tarp type material. So there is a ton of uses for this. So without any further ado, I'm not going to waste your time. Let's go ahead and go into what you're going to get with the unit, and then I'm going to show you how to set up that auto feed. All right, so you're going to get the unit. So the unit itself is going to come in a really nice box like this here. So the unit itself is going to come in a really nice box, which is great for gifting, obviously, if you're going to gift this to someone. But it will. So what you're going to get is so when you get the unit, it's going to arrive in a box like this, and you're going to pull it out. It's not going to have this tray on it. This tray is actually removable. Now, this tray is going to be best for things like quilting or the auto upholstery we talked about, anything that's large. You can remove this tray and put the small little tray on it, which is great for hems and little bit, delicate types of work. So, so what? So when you order your unit and you get it, it's going to arrive in a box like this, which also, by the way, if you're going to gift it, it's great. Or storage, it's great to keep it inside of the box. Now, when you get the unit and you pull it out, this tray is not going to be on it. It's going to have this little small tray, which is also doubles as a little storage unit, and it just clips on the side. And this is great for things like hemming, pants legs and doing small, delicate type work. But when you want to get into that bigger work, like the auto work we were talking about, or the big crafts, you're going to want to slide the big tray on the front. That way it has a lot more stability to be able to work. Now you're also going to get the foot pedal to help control it. And it's going to come with some of the spools of thread already installed in the bottom and a couple of extras as well. It's also going to come with a lot of little extra pieces that you can make things work, because this is a dual system. It can use either one big spool up in the front, or it can use smaller spools. This will also allow it to change the tensioning and things like that, so that you're not missing stitches and all, and just an overall better sew job. So you can use either this side or this side. Now, if you don't know anything about, start that part again. So when you order your unit and it arrives, it's going to arrive in a nice box like this. I would keep the box around to keep the unit in it if you're not using it, or you may want to gift it in the box. Okay. When you order your unit and it arrives at your front door, it's going to come in a box like this one here. When you order the unit and it arrives at your front door, it'll come in a box. You'll pull it out of the box and it's not going to have this big tray on it. It is going to have this small one. This small one also doubles as a storage compartment, and they give you a lot of extra things like threads and bobbins in here. The actual bobbin is actually installed at the bottom for you already to begin with. Now the thread that you're going to use is going to have two locations. It'll have one for the main up in the front, and that can actually take the larger spools. It'll also have a pin to put in the back. It'll also have a pin to put in the back, and it'll also have a pin that it also has a removable pin that is in your storage compartment, and you can have a secondary spool set up here. The secondary works more for things like, okay.